Conscience. Is it more than just the difference between right and wrong? I think so, and we're going to explore this in this very first episode of Light of Conscience podcast.
Love itself is molding us into what we be. Why wait for tomorrow when right now we can be free?
Thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Laura Christine, and I'm your host of the Light of Conscience podcast. I'm so happy that you're here. This is the introductory podcast, so it is short. I'm going to tell you what conscience means to me. Conscience is not merely like, yes, I know this is right and this is wrong, because who really determines what's right and what's wrong? Every culture and every person has their own internal compass that it's going to be different for everybody. So to me, conscience is more than just this like surface layer right and wrong kind of stuff where there's a whole bunch of judgment involved. It's not that. Let's look at the word. So con, the prefix con, C-O-N, means with, and science is the rest of the word. Does this mean, okay, yeah, it's with all of this logic and experimentation and analyzation? No. It's not. Science comes from the word sire, the Latin word sire, and it means knowledge. So conscience means with knowledge. And I'm not talking about intellectual understanding here. I'm talking about the knowing that comes from the eternal light that is with all of us, in all of us, created all of us. So this is what conscience is. And if you're living light of conscience, it simply means that your decisions and your actions and even your thoughts are aligned with this knowing. So that's one aspect, and it's actually got a twofold meaning. So light of conscience, or to live light of conscience, means what I just explained. It means you're living from this place of connection to that eternal light. And that is in everybody, and it connects everybody, and it created everybody. So you can consider it God if you want, or source. So if you're living along the lines of being in alignment with this conscience, this light of conscience, then of course you're not going to hurt anybody, because it's you. So that's one thing. The other thing is, the light of conscience is the light that shines on the truth, always. Whether we want to look at it or not, whether we choose to ignore it or not, it doesn't matter. It's always lighting up the truth, the real core truth. And that's what I love about the phrase light of conscience. It has those kind of two meanings, and you get to decide. You get to decide every single moment. Oh my God, just take a second to think about that and feel that. That is the most powerful thing ever. In this moment, I get to decide whether or not I'm going to align with this. Whew. Why did I ever start the Light of Conscience podcast? There are so many people right now, and there always are and there always will be, that are realizing very deeply and very in a real way that they're at a crossroads, and that crossroads is keep going along the path of the mind and the logical thinking and the way we've quote unquote always done things, or to choose to turn and take the road that the heart is beckoning you down. And I know that I've been there more than one time. This isn't like, oh, you choose this road and then there's no more crossroads ever again in your life. No, they're always there. And you always have the choice. So what I want to do is interview those who know this crossroads well who've been there, who live there, who have chosen the heart path and who live the heart path, and maybe they've been on the mind path again and then they chose the heart path again. I know I've done this myself, and I know a lot of people will resonate with this because they've done it too. So the purpose really is to continue to connect with people who understand this crossroads and understand that the choice is not always easy, but it is always available to them. It will inspire the rest of us to wake up, or to stay awake, or to simply shine our light a little bit brighter, to be the light of conscience in this world. Because I don't know if you have been watching the news. I know I haven't, but I see enough, because we're so connected now, that I see enough just because I click on Facebook once in a while, that this world could use a little bit more alignment with conscience. For my first interview, I will be interviewing myself so you can get to know me a little bit more. It's kind of embarrassing, but I figure, you know what, if you guys are going to be listening to me, you probably want to know a little bit about who I am, and you'll have that. And beyond that, I've got some great interviews lined up, so I hope that you stick around. I know how hard it is to click subscribe, because you're probably, if you're like me, in your car. But if you do like this, go ahead and whenever you remember, click on that subscribe button so you never miss an episode, because these people are incredibly inspiring and I'm so excited to share this all with you. Thank you again so much for joining me, and may the pure light within you guide your way on, today and all days. Satnam.
It's enough to say